Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys everything that I'm going to be taking with me on vacation for Leah, because we are going on a bit of a trip and we are actually going to be taking her with. So I thought that it would be a good idea to kind of show you guys the different things that I'm going to be taking with me to go on holiday. So yeah, I think this should be a very helpful video if anybody needs some info or need an idea of everything that they need to pack with them. Obviously it is going to differ based on where you are going and also how long you're going. We are going for about 5 days, so not that long. But I will explain the different things as we go on into the video. I am also going to be leaving the list of everything down below if you do want to just have some sort of a checklist thing that you can work off of, so I think that would be helpful as well. Okay, so the first thing is actually here on the floor. This is Leah's travel cage. It is actually quite nice and big. I'm going to be doing a whole dedicated video, that would be the next video that you see, about setting up the travel cage and everything that I'm going to be putting in it. So I just thought that I would show it because obviously you would need a travel cage. The travel cage would depend on how long you go on holiday for. This is definitely smaller than her cage, obviously, but it's still like a fair size for the 5 days, obviously, and she's not going to be in her cage a whole lot. So obviously, but she does need a travel cage. So if you are going to be going longer, like let's say you're going for 2 or 3 weeks, I would probably recommend that you try and take their actual cage with them, just because they are going to be away, you know, you're going to be away for a little while longer. Sorry, the dog is walking there, so I don't know if you can hear him. But yeah, so I'm just going to be taking this one, he's in frame. But yeah, I'm going to be taking this one because we are not going away for that long. So it should be completely fine for the bit that we are going away. Okay, now that we have actually talked about the travel cage, you would obviously need stuff to put inside of the travel cage. So I just took this toy from her cage really quick, you know, just to have something in here for the video. But yeah, obviously you would need perches and balls and toys and stuff for her travel cage or for their travel cage. So in the next video, as I said, I am going to be filming that. That should be out next week. Same day as you are seeing this video, just a week ahead. So I'll show you guys how I set up her travel cage then. But yeah, you'd obviously just need some perches and some toys and stuff to keep them busy with. So I just thought that I would show that. Yeah, you will see a whole in-detailed video about setting up their travel cage in the next video. The next thing that we will be packing in our little kit is extra newspaper. I use newspaper on the bottom of my cages, so I will be taking extra. This is not enough, but I just want to show again in the video. So I'll be taking some extra newspapers that I can still clean her cage. And then obviously this is just F10, which is what I used to clean her cage with. Yeah, I don't know, it's just very simple. It's like a veterinary cleaner, which you dilute into water, which is what I have here in the spray bottle. So I'll just be taking the spray bottle and this, so that if I do run out, because I don't know how often I'm going to be cleaning, you know, if she does make a huge mess very often, then I would have to obviously clean more. So I don't know what to expect. So I'm just going to be taking this with me as well, so that if this does run out, I can mix some more, because I don't want to be there without a cleaner or disinfectant. So yeah, that is what I'm taking with as well. Just some F10 cleaners that I can clean her balls, clean her cage, clean her everything. And then obviously some newspapers so that I can replace the ones in the travel cage when we go. So yeah, that's everything that I'm going to be taking cleaning wise. Next up is her food. I buy the Animal Zone pellets in a 3 kg just because it works out cheaper that way. And I just pour it out in this. I know how much pellets she gets, so I'll just top this guy up again, because by the time that we go, this should all be like fed already. So I'll just top it up so that it is full. Then I don't have to take the whole big container with me, so I'll just be taking this container, which will be filled up, and that should be enough for the trip. It's more than enough. She'll like eat this much on the trip, like, you know, if we're being serious here. She won't eat that much pellets just because pellets is not her main food. Her main food is chop. I'll also be taking some of a healthy seed. This is the Parrot seed mix, which I do like to put in with her chop or with her pellets or something. So we'll just be taking this as well. And then speaking about chop, I actually don't have any chop here, so I'm just going to put this back in frame so that you guys can actually look at something. Yeah, I don't have chop with me right now because it's in the fridge. But for the chop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a whole bunch of chop before we go. And then just put them into little baggies and seal them, one for like each day, because I know how much she eats. And then I'm just going to be putting it in the freezer because there's also a freezer where we're going to be staying. So then I know that the veggies should stay fine. We also do have, we're going camping with the caravan. So the freezer will be fine from day one. It's not that long of a trip. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm also going to be taking some extra veg so that if for some weird reason I do run out, I can make some more. But there's also like shops really close by, so I can just go and buy some if I do need. But that is the plan for the shop for the trip. The next thing that I want to mention is my first aid kit. I am going to be taking my first aid kit with me. It's just this little green box thingy. I'm not going to be showing anything in here today just because that's not the topic of today. This is not to replace veterinary care at all. This is just like if there is an emergency, like she pulls out a blood feather or something and she starts bleeding so that I can stop the bleeding. Obviously, if there's like something more severe, then we would have to come back and bring her to the vet. This will not be sufficient to replace vet care at all. This is just some emergency things that I have on hand in case something would happen, which I think is very important that you do take with you. So if you guys would like to see a video like specifically dedicated to what's in my first aid kit, I can show you that, but please just do note that this is not a replacement for veterinary care at all. I'm not a qualified vet. This is like in worst case scenario, I need something quickly so that she can get to the vet, and that's why I'm taking this guy as well. The next item on the list is actually pretty boring. It's just like a towel or a blanket or something so that I can cover her carrier when she's in the car with us. She's actually pretty good with the car, so she usually just comes out and sit with one of us, and she's fine with it. But if she does get a bit agitated or something, I can put her in the carrier and then just cover her with this. Also at night time, I can just cover her with this as well. You know, if it gets a bit cold or something, we do have heaters, but then this would help as well. So that she's just covered, and it also just helps with a bit of stress. So the next little thingy that I'm going to be taking with is her harness, which is a leathers for feathers harness. It's just the yellow one. She has nipped it a few times, but she is leash trained now. So I'll just be taking her harness and then her leash. This is an amazing combo, both from Babe's Bird Boutique. Highly recommend it. These harnesses are such great quality. They're so easy to fit on your bird. It's amazing. And then this harness basically just clips here on the back or the leash. And this has like an adjustable toggle, which you can open, and then you can just put your hand in there. I didn't open it fully, but you get the concept of it. Oh my word. So yeah, you get the concept. A leash and a harness, it helps if I do want to take her somewhere. It, you know, just safety precaution. So yeah, the last thing on my must-have list is actually just some bottled water. This is empty. We are going to be taking our big water dispenser, which this guy just basically goes on top like that. You know, it sits on top. But I want to show a bottle. I always take bottled water when we go on trips just because I don't know how safe the other places' waters are. So I'll just rather be safe than sorry, especially with a post that we made in the week about the dirty water and stuff. So I would just not risk it. Take some bottled water. You buy it at like any grocery store. Just get like a 5 liter. Your bird's not going to drink that much. And surely there is a grocery store nearby, so if you do run out, then you can get some more. We are obviously just taking our bottled our water dispenser, so we have a bunch of these coming. Also, the garbage truck just stopped at our gate, so that's fun. I hope you guys can't hear that. But yeah, some bottled water. Okay, so my camera storage is almost up, so I'm just going to quickly talk over the last two things, which is supplements. I'm obviously not going to be taking all of these supplements at all. Like, that is just not, like, I'm not gonna take all of this for like 5 days. Just like my feather sprays, and then like the 2TT and the Tastemaker shaker and the pre-malt and the crop fresh and the Parrot tea from nature. Like, I'm not gonna take all of this stuff. If you are going to be going for a bit longer, you definitely can take it, but I'm just personally not going to. The only supplements that I'm going to be taking is some stress drops in case she does get stressed. That's like really all supplements I'm going to take. But you can obviously take these if you do want to. You know, it's your choice. The last thing on my list is a play stand. Again, I'm not going to take a play stand because we're only going away for 5 days. She's going to be fine without a play stand for 5 days. But obviously, if you are going to be going longer, then you need to take some of your supplements if you want. And I would definitely recommend taking a play stand. If you're going to be going longer, obviously we're not going that long, as I said. So it's going to take up so much space that like is not necessary at all. So yeah, I will obviously just not be taking these because we're not going as long. But it's up to you if you want to. If you don't want to, then it's fine. So yeah. Okay guys, so I hope this video has kind of given you a good idea of what to take with you when you go on a holiday with your parrots. I will obviously, as I said at the beginning of the video, leave a list down in the description box below if you do want to follow the list. If I did miss something, I'd apologize. It may vary from bird to bird. You know, if your bird's on medication or something, you have to take that as well. But I feel like this is a good start, for, you know, for the stuff that you may want to take with you. And then obviously, as I said, the next video is going to be about setting up the carrier and like the toys and stuff like that, which I'll also be talking about prepping your bird for the trip. So if you would like to see that, make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And if you do want to get in contact with the rescue or follow us on any other social medias, all of that will be linked in the description box as well.